What up, guys? Kevin here. Grand Theft Auto, a series. I played 1 and 2 back when I was a PlayStation wacko, my PS1. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved that game. I remember my cousin coming over, and my dad was kind of like, he would see the games I play, and I know he would have that thought of like, I should really step in. And sometimes he'll make a comment like, dude, what are you playing? But then he realized, like, hey, I'd rather have him be home playing games than out in the world when I would get in trouble. I always go out and get arrested. That was my thing. And like, he'd rather have me go stay at home and do fake crimes on the TV than do real crimes out in the real world. It was just like stupid stuff. A little bit of shoplifting, a little bit of curfew, a little bit of a pyro. I just remember my cousin going, oh my God, I can't have my dad see this. I'm like, really? My dad's cool with it. They're brothers, right? But I didn't play San Andreas 3 or Vice City, and they finally got announced today, the remasters, for November 11th. And I got to say, they look pretty good. It's about what I expect. I didn't expect like a full-on remake, but they touched this up pretty nicely. And from what I understand, it's going to run at 60 FPS. Hey, I'm down. The bigger news here is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I don't know which one's the best out of the three, but San Andreas, the definitive edition, is coming to Xbox Game Pass on November 11th. I don't know if there's any details on how long it'll be. Actually, let's find out. Let's find out here. No, I don't think there's any news on how long they'll be. Yeah, but as you also can see, the definitive edition of Grand Theft Auto 3 is coming to PlayStation Now on December 7th. So, big win for Xbox Game Pass. And this is a very interesting development for PlayStation Now. They still need to get it day and date, but that's pretty damn close. That's less than a month. I don't know why December 7th for the PS Now. Just like PlayStation has a deal with Capcom saying, hey, you can't put your games on Game Pass for a year or anything like that. I wonder if Xbox stepped in saying, hey, you want to put this on Game Pass, we'll give you a lot of money. I bet you they paid a lot of money, probably a lot more than what Sony paid. There's probably something like, hey, you can't put any of these games in the series on PlayStation Now or a competing service. I don't know. It's just a weird date. December 7th, like less than a month. But, and that's the thing, these games, they come out, they get big hype around launch. Then usually immediately, even like a few days afterwards, it's old news. So it'll be old news, and it'll still be a great get, though. Maybe it's just a weird thing where PlayStation Now has a certain amount of games they can add each month. And they're like, oh, we got November already picked out, December. But they're getting there. I just hate the Sony that's just dipping their toes in the stuff that they should be doing from the get-go. But, hey, that's pretty cool that both games are coming to a service. I bet the PlayStation Now game is going to probably be, a few months, 6 months tops. Whereas usually Xbox does like a year. Also interesting, the CEO of Take-Two, poo-pooed on Game Pass. Saying like, it just, that model doesn't work, but then they do stuff like this. Yeah, cool. I'll be definitely playing San Andreas. What I think will happen, I'll play it and go, it's fun, but still feels a little bit dated. And I'll go back to playing one of my dorky JRPGs that I love playing instead. All right. Well, there's today's news on Grand Theft Auto. It's finally coming. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Later.